Okay, so here is going to be a quick tip on 2GLLs that involve Soons and anti-Soon variants. So for example, this one is anti-Soon, U prime Soon. So the tip is for actually AUF. So let's analyze the movements of the corners of Soon. So basically when I do Soon, I'm gonna have no AUF in this. So this corner will twist, and this corner will twist, and this corner will twist. And if you're quite experienced, you know that for a 2GLL, every corner will twist. So when these corners twist, they also do a U2. So all of these will twist and do a U2. So one way we can do recognize Soon AUF is that all of these corners do a U2. Obviously this would be the easiest corner to recognize it by because it's just already oriented. However, I do recognize by this edge. So what I'm trying to do with this is that it's the same with anti-Soon. So all of these corners just twist and does a U2. And same with left Soon or back Soon. They twist and do a U2. And same with back anti-Soon. They just twist and do a U2. So for every sort of 2GLL, which involves some of them Soon and anti-Soon. For example, for this T case, although I use this algorithm, however, I think like Zhuanyi uses this algorithm. So when I do a back Soon, all of these corners are going to do a U2. And then so let's say this corner ends up here. Then when I do a U, this corner will go here. And then when I do a U2, this corner will end up here. So this actually just goes here, because whenever I do a Soon, it does a U2. So if I have two Soons, for example this, it's basically two Soons, because so when I have two of either Soon, anti-Soon, back Soon, or back anti-Soon, so when I have two of them, they just do nothing. So for example here, I have two of these. So if I were to do two of them, for example, in this L ZBLL, it's just two of these without any sort of AUF between them. The corners just twist and do no AUF. So for these, if I were to do this, then it would have no AUF, but I actually do a U in between it. So it would give, so all the corners would move by a U. So it's basically as if you did U2, U, U2. And it's like cancelling out to just be a U. So the two U2s cancel out to be a U. There's some ZBLLs which do like 3 of the Soon, for example this. So imagine you're just doing Soon 3 times. So we can track this corner, U2 for Soon 1, U2 for Soon 2, and U2 for Soon 3. So these corners will just, any of these corners will do a U2, although I do recognise by this edge. However, for example for this L ZBLL, I think there is a good alg for this, but from this angle, so the alg I use is I do anti-Soon like this, and then I do this sort of H thingy. So when I do anti-Soon, that's one Soon, and then for this H case, it's just doing back anti-Soon twice. Oops, back anti-Soon twice. So you've already done that one anti-Soon, so that's 1, and then a back anti-Soon, so that's 2, and then another back anti-Soon, so that's 3. So imagine you're just doing 3 U2s. So basically, if you were to do 3 U2s on this cube, then all the corners would just do a U2. So imagine this here. So if all the corners do a U2, this is going to end up here. So there'll be a UAUF. Like this. So this only works for 2 GLLs, like I said, which involve either soon, anti-soon, back anti-soon, or back soon, and not any others such as this one, like that. But yeah, I hope you learned something from this video, and goodbye.